All right, we got set A and set B. That's the elements in the set A or B. That's the U part of that one, right? So let's start with that one, then we'll go to the next one, okay? And we do need the fancy brackets, you guys. I don't think you'd... I'm going to do a better job of my fanciness. That's not so fancy, but it's fancy enough. I'm okay with that one. On the quiz, you guys won't need to put the fancy brackets. They usually put that on there for you. But we do need to list the values. So I'm going to go through both, right? It just needs to be part of one or the other, which is where our or statements come from with the inequalities as well. But this is more, I guess, basic. I don't know, maybe foundational. So I look at A or B, right? And I see an A, we got a 1, 2, 3, then 6. What 6 is part of both. So I've taken care of these ones. And then I always like to list these from least to greatest. Not that you'd have to, but it kind of helps me to keep these organized. Plus, it's my math brain that, like, if I don't put them in order, my brain starts freaking out and then I can't sleep at night, you know what I'm saying? So I got 10 and then 12. Maybe I should have written these smaller because these is a lot of numbers. And then 15 and 16 and 17. I should have written these smaller. You know what? That I'm working on it. There we go. So 17, then 18, and then 19. Okay, that seemed to work out pretty good. And then fancy brackets. That's fancy enough. And that would include all of the elements of both sets A and B. But then it wants also the elements of set A and B. So I've got to look at these and just figure out which ones are part of both. 1, 2, and 3 is no good, but I see the 6. It's right there, right? And then after that, 8, 10, and 18 was. There it is. I don't see another 8 and 10, though, so it looks like that was all. Do be careful on these ones, because if the lists are big like this, and yeah, I would consider these kind of big. It's common, and I'm talking more about myself than you guys, unless you feel like you've had the same experiences. When they're long like this, I just tend to miss values. So it may be good to go through these a couple times just to make sure, right? Like 1, 2, 3. I don't see any here, and sometimes it gets mixed up with the teens like this, but 6s match. There's no 8s that match or 10s, but the 18 matches. So go through that a few times, and then hopefully that kind of clarifies or if you put the correct list on that.